guys, welcome back to my channel. I just got home and I'm really fighting the urge to just go to sleep. But I promised myself I'll do better with my YouTube and I'll start posting every Friday at 8 p.m. So look out for that and hold me accountable. Like if I haven't done a video or I skip a week with no explanation, just send me a message or something. But with this week's video, I want to continue my college chat series, and I just want to talk about some items that I think you'll definitely need for your dorm. Because when I started college, I honestly had nothing. I showed up and I had a few clothes that I owned and some toiletries, and that was about it. I kind of showed up looking around at other people and thinking, okay, am I missing something? Because they had their fridge and their laptops and all this other stuff, and it's I didn't know. I was the first in my family to go to college, so I really didn't know what to expect or what to get. I had a part-time job in high school, and if I knew what to expect, I would have saved up and probably gotten these things over time. But I didn't know what to expect, so I just showed up looking fresh off the boat and just just feeling very insecure and very poor. So if you're in high school and your family doesn't have that much money and you have a part-time job, maybe just save up as you go along and get a few of these items throughout your high school years. When you're a junior and senior in high school, this will probably be the best time to start buying these items. That way you don't have to try and spend a whole bunch of money at the last minute trying to get all this stuff. So the first thing I would say is that you should buy a laptop. And if you can't afford the super expensive laptop, the Apple and all this other stuff, you can definitely get a Chromebook. That's what I have right now. So I have a Chromebook right here. It's like a touch screen. This is what I use for my everything. I love this thing. And I think it cost me $200, a little over $200, probably $240 or something like that. So it's really cool. Okay, so the only drawback of the Google Chromebook is that it doesn't come with the Microsoft Office. And I mean, that sucks, but at the same time, if you have a Gmail account, you can use Google Docs, which works basically the same. You could just do your papers on here and then email them to yourself and then print them off at school. So, I mean, it's no big deal really. So the Chromebook can definitely come in handy. And of course, if you have a laptop, you know that you should get headphones. These headphones are nice. They cancel out sounds. These weren't too expensive. But it's nice to have headphones that cancels out the sound, the surrounding sound, because I mean, you don't want to hear every little thing that your roommate's doing, especially when you're trying to focus or ignore them. It's nice to just have really good headphones. Okay, so the next item that I think will just be a lifesaver are bed risers. And these things, they just basically jack your bed up 3 or 4 inches. And basically what happens is it allows you to be able to store things under your bed, because those rooms are tiny. You're sharing with one other person and it could just get really crowded in there. So you want to make sure that you're creating space, and this is one way to do it. So definitely get bed risers and also get storage containers. These things are great because you're able to it's like mini dressers basically. You get to put your clothes and shoes or whatever else in them, and then you can push them under the bed. When you know, have the bed jacked up, you can like push it under the bed. So definitely those things will come in handy. Okay, so the next must-have item is definitely a mini fridge. You're gonna be in college, you're gonna have all this food and drinks and everything, and you want to be able to put that somewhere, and you don't want to share it, you know, with everybody else in the residence hall. So you want to make sure you have your own fridge. And you know, sometimes you may have to share a fridge with your roommate because you know there's not a lot of space in that dorm room. And I think the best thing to do is just give them half the money, because like roommates can be very petty, you know. Like let's say you piss them off and you're using their fridge. They're gonna give you the side eye like, okay, you are using my fridge, and they'll just be super petty about it. But then if you paid for half of the fridge, then you could look at them and be like, okay, heifer, I paid for half of that fridge. Okay, so make sure that you know you think about those things, because when you live with one other person in a dorm, a tiny room, things can get very like petty, and you know you don't want people looking at you like you're using their stuff, so you have to act a certain way, you know. So be mindful of things like that. The next item is a shower caddy. And this item is what you use to carry all your stuff, your, you know, probably deodorant, your shampoo, body wash, all that stuff. Because you know, you never want to place those things on the ground. It's like disgusting. And I think they only clean like the bathrooms, I think once or twice a week. You know, so you have other people's germs all over, which brings me to my next item, which are shower shoes. You know, you definitely need those if you don't want like foot fungus or athlete's foot or whatever. You know, so make sure you like have those items, and never just like, I've seen people just like use their bare feet and just like go in the shower. That is disgusting. You know, think about you washing yourself, all the germs that's coming off of your body, and then someone else going and like stepping on all that. That's gross. You know, so make sure you're like protecting your feet, and you're not just having your stuff laying around, you know, in the shower and stuff. All right, the next item are surge protectors, the power strips, and these are very like necessary because they like the space is limited, as I mentioned, and you're not gonna have a million outlets in those dorms. So you gotta make sure that you have that power strip. That way you can have like, you know, 1,000 outlets to yourself, and you don't have to worry about like fighting with your roommate for an outlet in the wall, because I told you like it's easy to fight over petty little things. So that's one less thing that you have to fight with your roommate over. Okay, another item that you may need is a lamp. Sometimes like certain schools, they may come with lamps, you know, they may have like little areas where you can study that, you know, has a lamp, but for the most part they don't. So make sure you have like your own mini little lamp. You know, they're not expensive. And you know, if your roommate is sleeping, you gotta be considerate. Like some people are not considerate. But if they're sleeping, you know, and you want to do your homework, it's nice to have a lamp. That way the light isn't turned on. You know, you have your lamp and you're in the corner studying or whatever. All right, so I think that's it for me. Like I think I basically told you guys, the most important things that you're gonna need for your dorm room. I mean, it's like a unique experience, it was really a cool experience for me. I started off not having anything really, but over time, I bought all this stuff that I needed. But if you can start in high school and start saving, that would be like the best option. And don't be intimidated. You may not have everything that you want, but you have everything that you need, which is right here. Okay, so just don't forget why you're in school, even if other people have, the nice fridge, the nice laptop, whatever. Just make sure that you're focused, because then in the future, you can buy a house, with your good job that you're going to be studying to be able to buy in the future. Okay. So if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe, if you're liking what I'm saying, and hit the notification button so that you can get all my new videos. I'm going to stop being a slacker and upload these videos every Friday at 8 p.m. And you can also check out my new website. I finally launched my website. I'm going to put the link below, kthepa.com or kthepa.net. So check out my website. I'm still a work in progress, but I just want to get this stuff started so I can slowly but surely build my brand over time. And also thank you guys for 150 something followers. I really do appreciate it, and it makes me so happy. I feel like I'm making progress. So thank you guys for that. And yeah, have a great day. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you guys later.